This is Bowie.
Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you and good to be cooking with you.
Yeah, so we're going to make dum aloo. Bowie is my other mother, and Bowie is pretty much the goddess of cooking in our family. So it's true though, isn't it?
I don't know, but
Huh?
if you think so,
I
I'm
think
glad.
so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah. So you learned all the secrets from Ummi and...
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
So Ummi
definitely.
was my grandmother.
My mother, that is, yeah.
Who was also a maestro of food.
She was the maestro. Yeah.
She was. So, but we're going to make dum aloo, which I've done before, but Bowie's cooking is going to like deface mine. So just
I
like,
hope so.
yeah, watch this one, not the other one, or watch the other one to see how much better this one actually is. But we do have like a little bit of something we prepared earlier because...
Yeah, the prepping requires time. So what I did first was I kind of boiled the potatoes, and we should always get oval, even potatoes. So, and not too large, not too small. And then I've just boiled them, given it about a 2-minute pressure so that the peel comes off easily. Yeah.
2-minute pressure. You've done it in a pressure cooker.
Yes, I did it in the pressure cooker. For about 2 minutes.
And how much water?
A little bit of water just to cover the potatoes. Not too much water, just to cover them.
That's such a good idea because I normally do it in a pot and it takes longer, and sometimes they get soggy.
Mushy. Yes, they can get mushy because they'll absorb the water.
So that's my number one mistake right there.
So, well, you learn.
Yeah, that's why I came.
Yes, and so now we're going to peel the potatoes.
So one thing, Bowie, that I always talk about in classes and on videos is that before you even get to spice, because everyone who comes to learn, basically they want to learn about how to cook and how to use spices, but there's all this information that you need to understand before you get to that, and that's what Bowie was saying about just taking the time and the care to actually hand choose your potatoes so that they're all the same size, so that when you're pressure cooking them to soften them, that they do so at an even rate. And that then when we fry them, which I'll let Bowie talk about, which is the next step, that they also fry evenly, and then when we spice and cook them, they do so evenly.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very important to buy and cut them and prepare them properly. I mean, the way we've been doing them over the years. And of course, what happens is that each person adds their own experience and tells you what to do better, what makes it better, and then you pick up what works best for you. Yes?
Yeah, I like that because I know that some of my food is it's like just a bit to the left of how Dad and Mum made it, because either our tastes have changed or it doesn't quite fit, or I think I've done it better every now and again.
Yeah, I mean, cooking is in any case a very personal thing. I mean, I've got to be happy to make good food. I mean, if I'm not happy, then it doesn't come out well.
Yeah, no, I'm the same.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that because we were talking about the mutton.
Mutton, absolutely.
That in Bangalore, the mutton's not as nice as the mutton in Delhi, I'm sorry.
In the north.
In the north.
Because in the north we get the mutton from Rajasthan, and there the goats are just better. Fatter, yeah. So once we've done with peeling the potatoes, what we are going to do is we're going to use these toothpicks, which I've got here, to pierce 30-40 holes in each potato.
30 or 40?
Oh, yes.
Oh, see, I didn't do that many either.
Yeah.
All my mistakes. So why, okay, you tell why we're piercing.
Well, you see, then the masala, the spices, go right to inside the heart of the potato. Otherwise, the inner part, the heart, will remain hard and tasteless. Whereas when you pierce and go through right through, Sarina, you have to go right through, and let the point come out on the other edge.
Okay.
Yeah. Oops, sorry.
I'm getting schooled.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And I don't do it with a fork, because a fork somehow, the prongs are a little thick,
Well, they break the potato
they will
up.
break the potato.
Huh.
So a toothpick or a bamboo, thin
Skewer.
hard bamboo. No, I use a knitting needle also.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes.
So
That's
everyone
even
in our family are incredible textile and knitters except for me. I refuse to learn. But Bui knits beautifully, just like Ummi did. Mum does too.
better. Yes, Jenny was a fabulous
my
knitter.
mum.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was doing so many things wrong. That's funny.
Dum aloo is a great favorite with everybody. The difference is that because in the Kashmiri way we don't use onions and garlic,
Huh.
so it has a softer taste and it's not so spicy as in, I don't know how to say it. The gooey, the curry in it is thinner
Yes.
because it's based on dahi, on
Yes.
curd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is the difference between dum aloo made in the Kashmiri style.
Yeah. So the curd makes the spice translate more softly.
Yeah.
These are all the tasks that you have to do when you're a kid in a Indian house, like rolling koftas and piercing potatoes and like the menial jobs.
Okay, so what I'll also start doing simultaneously is I'll put the oil,
Yeah.
start heating the oil to
Okay.
deep fry the potatoes.
Yeah. So we're going to use a kadai and we're going to use the gas so it gets hot. Now talk to me about mustard oil in Kashmiri cooking, Bui.
Oh wow, yeah. I mean, mustard oil is the basic cooking base, and I mean, that's what is used for all the dishes. So now the oil is heating, and when it becomes nice and hot, then we will put in the potatoes not one by one, in a lot.
Little clutches.
Yeah, yes. And
Now the interesting thing about Kashmiri pundit food is though we don't use garlic and onion, we do use lots of mustard oil. And mustard oil in some way replaces the aromatic component of what garlic and onion contributes to food.
I never thought
You
of
didn't know
that.
that. So because it has that sulfur, hot,
there's element in it.
yes, and so that's even though garlic and onion are hard, what they contribute is important. So that's why we
That's
use
right,
hing,
okay. Yes.
because you need that sometimes. And so using mustard oil, it's interesting how when you look at cultures, how essentially the same components of aroma and taste are
We can use different things for it.
Exactly.
We can replace.
like pungent, sweet,
Yes.
hot, salty. So mustard oil is pungent and it's hot.
Maybe the dahi, when we add the curd, whatever, it works absolutely fine.
Yeah, it does. One of the nice things about knowing how to use flavour is that you don't ever have to cut things out. So there's no nose, there's alteration. So what Bui's saying is in a hot climate use mustard oil, but then you counterbalancing that with soft spicing and yogurt and dahi, and it becomes an expression that's really consumable and really suited to that climatic condition. So one thing about learning about how to use spices and fats is you learn those little points of manipulation
Yes.
by having relationship to the ingredient, and that takes
Correct.
time. That's like lots of practice and wisdom, like Bui teaching me all the things already that I'm doing wrong. And then, taking that on in your own kitchen and feeding the people you love, and it gives it shape.
So now the oil is nice and hot and it's kind of steaming. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little salt to it, because salt
So that's like a teaspoon of like a white salt.
and some turmeric as well.
So some haldi, that's like a maybe half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon. That's not to prevent the potatoes from sticking.
Is it?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
yes.
Oh,
I learnt it from a Bengali cook,
really?
that if you add turmeric, it doesn't stick.
Stick.
That's why they use mustard on the fish. Mustard and lot of turmeric
On the fish.
and then it will not. And I've tried it now. Whenever I'm frying,
For anything?
yeah, I add.
You heard it here first. That's a great tip. So you're actually frying them in quite big groups. Like that's quite a lot.
Yes, because the advantage in that is that the heat goes in slowly into the potato.
Oh, because
if I was to put one or two, then they just brown from outside and remain hard inside.
on the inside.
The heat is being distributed. And then there are a couple of tips which I've picked up from my aunt, my mother's sister, in the way you fry choti ammi in Delhi. So I'll just show you. I'll just do it just now. Now, just gently one sort of upturns them
Yeah.
so that all of it gets, you know.
Yeah, so this is actually really, can you get this? Are you seeing this? Because this is really interesting because what a lot of people do when I'm teaching them to cook is play with it too much. Turn it too much, do it too much, and actually a lot of the time, like you set it and you leave it.
Gently, yes, let it simmer, let it take it in, but...
And then like once and then leave it, yeah.
There's lots going to happen to it.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw water on it and then cover it.
In the oil?
Yes, in the oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What I understood when I was told to do this is that it brings down the temperature of the oil.
Right.
And with the water, as the water sort of, the steam makes the oil go inside the potato.
Yeah, of course.
Because you see, the dum aloo, when you press it, it should be soft from inside and there should be a spurt of gravy or something from it, from spices.
That comes out.
Yes, that should come out. When you press the potato like that, there should be a spurt of.
Okay, so that's
the sign of a well-prepared dish.
That's my new dum aloo goal. All right, so what are you doing?
When I'm going to put that, I'm going to keep a lid with me. Okay. Because...
So this is the thing. So
I'm
just going to step away because it's going to spatter. Woo! Oh, Billy, don't touch it. That was exciting. Are you okay?
It hasn't happened before. It's happened today only. But
that's all right.
so maybe the oil was very...
That's a flambe potato. Did you burn your hand though? Don't touch that.
No, it's not hot.
All right.
I think there was too much oil in it, that's all.
So don't do that. A bit less than that.
Yeah.
Are you okay though?
Yeah, it's okay.
Huh? But it's hot.
It's all right. No.
All right. Did you just turn it off?
I've turned it off.
Do you want to move it over to here?
No, just let it be there.
That's when you need a fire blanket. All right.
Mistake I made is I should have lowered the flame and then added the water.
Okay, so note to self. There we go.
So now just let it, now it'll cook for some time.
Right.
Let it fry.
Okay.
So then in the meantime, we could get the other stuff ready for the other spices or not.
Yeah, let's do it. Yep.
Yeah.
So what else are we putting in?
So
that was very exciting, by the way.
We thought it was getting a little boring.
Well, no. Never boring, not for me. So what's the spice? That mustard like kills me. What's the spice story for dum aloo?
Okay, the spice story would be, there'd be, of course, curd, beaten curd, so that it doesn't come out in bits. You know, it's not bits of curd.
Yeah. You want to make it like smooth. Change the texture of the curd. And then,
So it's like pouring consistency. And then there'll be hing. It's all right, I use the Hindi. Yes. Be hing.
Hing is asafoetida.
Asafoetida. Then asafoetida. Yeah. And then there is zira, which is cumin. and we will use some coriander, dried coriander powder, and we make our coriander powder at home.
Dhania?
Dhania, using the dry coriander seeds, and then we grind it. That has a different fragrance. And
That's one thing I don't do because I'm too lazy. I buy ground.
try
I know it is better, but I just
much
it's
better,
one more
much
thing.
better. Yeah. Any so
Is that okay?
yeah, it's okay.
So how long? Wait. So this is. So you just put in a few splashes of water to.
I'll do it thrice.
Right.
I mean, ideally this should fry for at least half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
3 times I'll put the water and cover it with the thing.
Right.
Because now the heat is being contained inside,
Yeah.
and it's
And you keep it covered.
no. Now I'll take.
Now
off
you
the
take it
cover.
off.
The cover is basically to stop what happened, that mishap. I mean, shouldn't have. But,
Yeah,
The first
okay.
time I did. So
All right.
here again, you'll see gently turning them over.
Right.
Yeah?
I didn't react very fast. I should have turned the heat off or something.
No, but it's only one person should handle the.
Yeah, that's true.
Shouldn't be.
Okay, so dhania, zira, hing,
And
more salt.
and ginger, dry ginger powder. That's very important. And then fennel powder, soft powder. Soft will be in a larger, the proportion of soft fennel powder is more than what you would use for coriander powder.
Right.
Because fennel soft sort of absorbs the oil and absorbs all the stuff that's going into the cooking,
Is that
going into
why?
the dish,
Okay.
and it thickens it.
Oh.
Thickens it. Otherwise, you see, when people in cooking, in Indian cooking, when they add a lot of onion and garlic, that gives body to the curry.
Right.
Whereas in Kashmiri, and it's like semi-solid curry. I mean,
Yes.
but this one will not have semi-solid. It will be a little thinner than that. But if there was no fennel, it would be very watery and it would sort of run everywhere.
So because the classic combination for Kashmiri Pandit is ginger powder and fennel powder, those two things together. I didn't know it was for texture. I thought it was
Aroma, fragrance? No?
yeah, because there's definitely an aromatic profile,
of
and it
course.
gives it a different
Yeah.
weight density, which I guess is texture, isn't it?
Texture, because it thickens the curry part of it.
Yeah.
Slightly. I mean, it's not going to make it very thick, but it adds body to it. So,
Because I have a Carolyn friend who says, and I don't know if people here can stand witness it, that he uses lots of coriander powder in Carolyn food for that reason.
uses what?
Coriander powder. To
Coriander powder. Yes, coriander also does that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you add coconut powder, maybe that would also, I don't know what it would do. But
Yeah, that would thicken too. So are you going to make a little, like a little katori of the spices?
yes, we'll do that. Yeah. And
And do we need to whip the dahi? Is that,
yes, we'll need to with the dahi. So
where is it?
I'll just go and get
Yeah, you can go get it. So we've prepped the dum aloo up
Yes.
to the point of spicing. So we need to,
This is what they're looking like now. They're nicely fried and golden brown in color.
yeah, and they've
Yeah.
got like a skin
Yeah.
on the outside, so like a crust from the frying, but you can feel they're quite soft actually. So we're going to,
Now we're going to
what?
temper them or add the masala to it.
Okay.
So start the cooking.
Okay, and are we going to put some fat in there?
Yes, we're going to put some oil in it.
Mustard oil? Is
And
that-
we will use the same mustard oil in which we were frying.
Oh, okay, that's clever. So it has like the starch from the potato and all the.
It's got a lot of
right.
flavor, everything. Plus, why waste?
Yeah.
I'll use about about 4 tablespoons of fulls of oil.
Okay.
4 tablespoons. Yeah, I think this should be. 4 tablespoons of oil.
Right. And you want it to be hot.
Not very hot. It's already been burnt nicely, so there's no smell.
Okay.
So just a little hot.
So wait, stop. So when you take mustard oil to very high heat, you burn some of the aroma off the mustard
I
oil.
agree, yeah, but some people don't like it. We are used to it, so it doesn't really matter. When I cook with mustard oil, I don't really burn it that time. Always, I mean, I just cook.
Yeah, because it's nice
Yeah,
flavour.
yeah.
But if you don't like the flavour, you can actually
You can, yes.
burn it off.
One way was that I remember what they would do is they'd buy whatever tin of oil, a liter or whatever, and they'd heat it nicely and then put it back into the containers. But I've never done that.
Okay. So it's like an extra step.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So
Yes. So
now
hot.
the oil is there.
Yeah, I can
I'll
smell
add
it.
the asafoetida.
Uh-huh.
Asafoetida. Again, about
I don't know, half a teaspoon maybe?
half a teaspoon, yeah, because it's
Like a
little
few pinches?
strong. So some people will not be able to stand it. Then I put down the heat.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it will start burning too much. Yeah.
Sherlock's come to look at what we're doing.
Yeah. Sherlock has also come.
Yeah.
Well, I'll add about 1 or 1.5 teaspoons of cumin and one more.
Yeah. What do you want?
I'll just show you. I'm adding just pick up the, yeah. I'm adding the curd,
Ah.
watered, into a liquid thing.
So that's going to spatter a little bit.
Sorry?
It's going to spit
Splutter. Yeah.
a little bit.
Little bit. That's why I've lowered the heat is not there now, no? And I will add the red chilies in the
Yogurt.
I've got no, it's all right.
All right.
And then I will pour this gently into won't splutter too much. Yeah?
So one of the things about adding red chili into the dish, sometimes it's with water, and sometimes like Bui's doing in like a sort of dahi, like a yogurt. It actually, one is it protects the chili from the heat of the oil so that it doesn't burn, but the other is water will make chili hotter and yogurt will make chili softer. So you have to think about spice the same way you think about environmental indicators. So oil on water, oil on flame increases heat and chili is flame. Yogurt on flame will douse it or soften it, and that's what we're doing with the chili in this instance. So
This is also a little bit of chili water.
Yeah.
So which I'd just done earlier.
So the thing about adding chili to a dish and giving chili, if you structure chili really beautifully, then you'll be able to actually taste the floral element, the smoke element, the actual inherent beauty of a chili. If you apply chili badly, all you get is the heat, and it blows out your palate.
It can be harmful. So now you'll see that
I need a spoon. Can I try that?
yes, of course, but be careful. You want a
it'd be hot.
katori?
No,
You can
that's
take
okay.
a katori from there. So there's just cumin, asafoetida, and
The mustard oil with all the flavour.
and
No
the
salt.
red chilies.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yummy. The chili's quite soft.
Yeah.
It's beautiful though.
Okay, fine. Now I will add the other spices to it, which is the coriander powder.
Yep.
And because it's in water, na,
Yep.
it's already cooking.
Yes.
So everything will sort of get nicely blended. So I've added about 2 tablespoons of
Teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of
Coriander powder.
coriander powder, and cumin was there.
Yep.
So what else do I need to add? Some
Some
fennel. And ginger.
Ginger.
powder. These are the 2 things I have to add, and some garam masala.
And some salt, no?
Salt, of course.
Yeah.
Salt.
Garam masala. Oh, you have to look in this cupboard. It's super cute.
So this is garam masala. This is also made at home.
Yeah.
And what did I need?
Can you come in here? Can you fit down there and see in there, or is there not enough light? I love that cupboard.
This is some ginger powder,
Yeah.
and also I needed fennel.
Have you got it?
No, I haven't taken that out yet. Soft powder. Yeah.
So the thing about dum aloo, what does it mean? You can say.
Dum. That's a fabulous question.
Yes.
Dum is a style of cooking where dum means to breath. Actually, dum is breath.
Is it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Dum
In
goes-
Kashmiri.
Well, in Hindi, Urdu actually.
Okay.
I mean, but so when we say dum, when we cook anything which is closed, you seal it.
Huh.
So that is dum.
Right.
You know, you hold the breath inside yourself. So that's dum.
That's beautiful.
So dum actually, you make a lot of vegetables which are dum. You know, like dum aloo,
Dum gobi.
okra, dum bindi. So there are these some vegetables which you can make like that.
And it's quite a dry sabzi, no? Like
It'll have a little bit of
thick gravy.
thick gravy.
Yeah.
Yes. Now
So
I'll
you just
add
did about a half. You did about a teaspoon of ginger or half a teaspoon of ginger,
Yeah.
and that's a lot. That's about 3 or 4 teaspoons of
Yes,
salt or
yes,
fennel powder.
yes. And I need to add a little bit more of water because it's becoming.
So I add salt at the beginning.
We'll add the salt now.
Do you add salt at the?
I haven't added as yet.
Huh?
There was some salt. Sorry. There was some salt in the oil, but still, you know, I mean, we have to add salt.
Yeah.
So now we can add the salt. We'll have to add at least 2 teaspoons.
Well, potatoes eat it up.
Yes, potatoes take in a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So now this is kind of ready.
Yeah. I just want to try it. 1 second.
Here's a katuri.
I know, but I need a spoon. Yeah. Oh, that's too much. Yeah, that's yummy.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, it's
we'll add
good.
the
Maybe a little bit more salt.
salt now. It'll take more salt, I'm sure. But I go with less salt in the beginning.
Initially. I go with more salt in the beginning.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
because-
I do. I like it a lot.
Okay, but I don't know. I mean, I've tried to cut down eating on salt.
Did you?
No, not cut down, but not over salted.
Yeah.
Because I think Ayurveda and all they say not to eat.
Well, I
too
use
much.
a few different types of salt
Ah,
in the
that
one
is
dish,
different.
and then it's
Yes.
like it makes it very
Oh, yeah.
pretty. And it's a
You
different
use
type
pink
of salt.
salt?
I use a pink salt. I use a white salt. Sometimes I use a bit of black
Crystal?
salt. Sometimes flakes.
Okay.
Sometimes fine. Okay.
So
It's just going to spatter all over my beautiful dress.
you want an apron?
No, it's all right. It's got patterns, so you won't.
Yeah. So now I have to add garam masala. Now this garam masala
Yes.
has got cloves, little bit of that bay leaf, and
Can I smell it? Fennel seed?
not fennel seed, cumin, and dalchini.
Yeah, you can smell.
Dalchini is what?
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon, yeah, cinnamon and cardamoms.
Yeah.
The black cardamom and the green cardamom.
So is this Ammi's recipe?
Yes, it is.
I can smell
recipe
ummi.
from,
So
my mother.
no black pepper, no chili.
Not really. No chili.
No chili.
Sometimes-
But sometimes you get garam masala with chili.
Yeah, often they do that, but no, you shouldn't add this thing.
No.
No, not at all. That's a complete no-no. But you can add black pepper to it.
I don't
a
really.
little,
I
if you like.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes I've added, but this time I've not. not.
Now, you don't want to move them too much because they'll break. Is that right?
They won't break so easily. But yeah, now we'll just
Leave
you
it.
see, now let it simmer and absorb all the juices.
Yeah.
We'll give it a 2-minute steam, and then we'll see.
2 minute in the pressure cooker.
Yes.
So how long are we going to do this?
I'll just put some more water. I think it needs more.
Oh, because this is a pressure cooker. This is a great shape for a pressure
Yeah, I know. I love this pressure
It's
cooker.
really good.
And another thing what you could do is before serving, don't heat it in the microwave.
No,
please.
don't.
No. You have to cook it with a little bit of water and covered. And let it simmer so that the heat goes through.
Do you know when Dad used to deliver us food? So Dad used to send food in a courier to feed the boys.
Yes.
And he only would do it if I absolutely promised
Yes.
I would never
Not to
microwave.
put it in.
And I used to get really cross about it. And do you know what? Now when I give people food, I say the same thing.
Yeah.
Just because you lose, it actually kills spice, and you don't. It flattens flavor. Microwaves.
I've never bought a microwave,
have
by
one
the
anymore.
way.
Yeah.
I was given one by somebody, so I use it to heat sometimes. But otherwise, I steam heat like Anup Bhai used to do, your dad. He would do it in steaming
That's what I do.
baskets. I do it in pressure cookers. Stack one on top of the other and then heat it.
Because microwaves flatten spice.
And you can garnish it with green coriander. Finely cut green coriander.
Okay. So this is
now
going
let
to how long?
Just about 5 minutes or so, but we'll have to see how much is done.
Yeah.
So give it two pressures,
Yeah.
about 3-4 minutes,
Yeah.
maximum.
And because then it's done. Yeah.
Then it'll be done.
Yes.
So
All
now
right.
open it.
Do you want to open it? Do you want to do it here?
No, do it there only.
Okay.
I mean, it's in the frame. Lift it.
No, it doesn't want to lift.
Wait.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So now there's more water than we need.
Yeah.
So let's see. Also, let's see whether it's done. It's looking done because you can see that the
Potatoes are
potatoes
soft.
are kind of opening out. Maybe the water is all right. So,
But you can just, if you cook it at high for a little bit, it'll come off a little bit.
And another thing, this water will get absorbed by the potatoes. If you keep it for 2-3 hours,
Okay.
the water will have gone into the potatoes.
So
And it will become much less.
right. So the key is don't serve it straight away.
No.
Are you going to
You
break
know,
one?
Shyam, what he does,
What?
he tells me, Bui, cook for me a day earlier and then give it to me later.
Right.
Because it soaks in nicely.
Yeah.
All the juices soak in nicely. So,
Oh, it smells
now,
amazing.
no, I'll get a small spoon.
Okay.
Smelling good.
Smells very earthy and yum. Like that's. I mean, dum aloo for me, that's what it smells like. It's
Okay.
quite. It's like dark flavour. All right, spoon. Where's the spoons? All right. Do you want to do the honours?
You first. It's not very soft yet.
So it could be a little bit softer, yeah.
Maybe we can give it one more pressure or.
That's so much better than mine. The texture is really different because of the process of you
The frying
and adding the water for
frying
really
is-
really long
yes,
time.
Yeah, the frying is what makes a
Yeah,
difference.
it's like very very soft on the inside. In fact, it will get softer, and then the outside is it has like a crust that's like it feels like it's an inch thick.
A crust.
And it's sort of caramelized, and the textures and the spice changes through the mouthful because the spice is different in the crust than it is in the interior.
Actually, I would not do anything to it.
No, it's really beautiful.
It's ready. All I can do is add a little bit of green coriander as
And
a
the
garnish.
salt's perfect too. It's
Yeah.
delicious.
So this is kind of done.
Bravo.
Yeah?
Yep, beautiful. The one thing about these flavors is that it's seamless, and it's like it's
Yeah, they
soft,
merge, blend
It's
into
merge. It's strong. Which is damalu should be strong flavor,
Yeah.
but soft expression, very digestible, really easy to eat. And the fennel, I love the fennel.
Yeah, I can even smell the ginger. Yeah, all the flavors you can.
All right, that's
Yeah,
dinner
so I'll
done.
take that off.
Thanks, Bowie.
Yeah, good. I'm glad it's come out well.